Chapter 5 Riverside Institute. Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. Alright, he was disemboweled. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of a rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in a critical state. What happened? Did someone find us and extract us? I thought Bradley and I were the only two people up here. But we're in a hospital now, I think, and maybe we'll meet Dr. Fuller. Jesus. I don't like needles, chat.
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. Strong subject. There, he's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller. I can't get up.
Bradley survived? No.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
The game is officially starting to go places.
What happened to me? Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You've got no choice, Sanders.
Look at the symbol inside the cell.
You don't understand. If I go out...
It's the eye surrounded by a star.
No!
The same as a save symbol in dark corners of the earth.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
There's a little break in the video there because that's where I stopped recording for the day. I've realised overnight that I definitely mentioned Arkham Asylum earlier in the playthrough, and while this potentially is not Arkham Asylum, it is the Riverside Institute. I remember that Arkham Asylum is a thing, and maybe we'll end up there at some points in the game. Right, what can I interact with here? This is shut, surely? We can go to bed, perhaps? Is this like a scarecrow fear gas thing going on? Either way, that seems deeply concerning. It really shouldn't be behaving like that, so let's take a nap. We're waiting, rather. So this looks like the room that we saw earlier, the second part of the cutscene. We're both in a cell that's having gas pumped in, and we're also here. Also, we're not walking too well.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scribbled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
Two questions. Firstly, who's Leviathan? Secondly, is this us? I reckon that's us. The many faces of Detective Pierce.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
Is Leviathan just another name for Dagon? Are we going to look completely different in the next shot? No. Just zoomed in.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awake and free me.
Sea creature behind the door.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time.
Who are you and why should I trust you? Also, can you do anything about this
Can you
gas?
stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I've got some questions. You're on a first name basis with Bradley. That immediately makes me think you're sus. How did he survive?
What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Oh, no other choices. Damn. It's got something to do with gas, surely, because I can see in the next cell directly across, we've got the same gas leaking out of the pipe. I was joking about the scarecrow fear gas thing, but I do wonder if I'm close to the mark. Oh, we can reconstruct that.
What does this mean?
Is this optional? Don't know. That's concerning. The name Sarah is here. Alright, let me just have a quick read of the journal, and then we'll move on. Yep, we saw the very pious parts. Riverside Institute. I see Bradley being disemboweled by this man again. Was he really Charles Hawkins? My running away, the rockfall, being made prisoner under the rocks? Did someone tend to me? Bradley is alive. What is this place? Some sort of asylum? They took a man and... Bradley is alive. Again, just for emphasis. A woman has come to free me. She works here as a doctor. She says that she was sent by Bradley. That she will create a diversion to distract the guards so that I can get to the floor above unnoticed. Can I trust her? Absolutely not. Trust no one at this point, not even yourself. We have 1 point available. 2 new characters here. Charles Hawkins, occupation shipowner. Oh, look at that. Look at that beard, or something growing out of his skull there. Charles Hawkins is alive? Despite its crude and deformed appearance, this thing looked like Hawkins. He attacked Bradley after we recognized him. What could have happened to Charles on the night of the fire? I've never seen a major burns victim in such a state. Something's not right. Yeah, that tentacle there, and that thing on his forehead above his left eye. Yeah, clearly something isn't not right. Marie Colden. Officer Bradley's female friend works as general practitioner at the Riverside Institute. She had figured out, long before I arrived, that Fuller was involved in illegal activities. She wants to shed full light on the nature of his experiments, and believes that helping me to solve the Hawkins case could advance her own investigation. Alright, that seems a little bit early, but that's fine. Nothing new there. What was going on in this cell? The paintings are cursed.
What did he write about the painting?
Can't make him out.
In his eyes, this symbol must have some protective virtues.
If you played Dark Corners, you know exactly what that means.
Am I in an asylum? Sarah.
That's extremely concerning. Who would this have been? Maybe one of Sarah's customers? Someone who bought a painting?
This is no medicine. Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors.
I thought Sarah had some mental troubles though. Sarah and Fuller did know each other, and the notes that we've read presented her as a patient of Dr. Fuller's. Not whatever this is, not a visitor to this man. Sarah definitely had secrets as well. No, we can't examine that. In the padded cell. In the cellars of the Riverside Institute, in one of the cells of the asylum, the same symbol, written in black chalk and repeated over and over again on the padded walls, does make one think. It represents a 5-pointed star with, in its centre, what could be a twig, a branch, or a feather. It's an eye. A few cryptic phrases accompany the drawings, but they do not seem to have a logical meaning. There is mention of a look, a portal, and a painting. Finally, the patient's file, which fell when the guards tried to take him out, reveals that he received a visit from Sarah Hawkins. Yeah, I do wonder if this is someone who bought a painting. Someone here. There's Dr. F, there's an FS, an AD, and a JF, and also a JS. I suspect it's one of these people. They bought a painting, they went mad, and why Sarah will be visiting them in the asylum, I'm not sure. Nothing down here. I don't see the gas in that cell. Oh, that's a terrible sight. Can I get closer? No. Yeah, I can't make out the gas leaking into these cells, but I guess this is part of the treatments. Can't see through that, it's too opaque. Or not opaque enough. I don't know how that word works. We can look inside this cell.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point.
Poor wretch.
Damn. Alright, this area's freaking me out a bit, so if it's alright with you fellas, I'm going to leave.
I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Alright, it didn't work. Stealth and detection. When an enemy suspects your presence, a white marker appears. This marker changes to red.
Rid of those two myself.
Changes to red if something bad happens. Got it.
I told you not to let it go.
I know.
If you do it again, I'll report you.
All right. I know.
Alright, so we are officially a stealth game now. I wonder if these two members of the asylum were the two people that we saw at the bar. We've got that. I can potentially turn the lights off, perhaps. Yeah, look at this gas. You can see above the pipe there. There is gas flowing into this section of the cellar here. What the fuck are they doing? They're not making us get better.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Pressure valves, sleeping pills. Don't think they'll be coming in here. Zakroth, how you doing? So L1 and R1 showed up there. I can't push both at the same time. It specifically mentioned lean forward, but I don't actually think that's a thing. We can lean left and right like this, but not quote-unquote forward. Alright, there's the exit.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
The fuck were they doing down here?
What is going on here?
Typewriter, I don't suppose I can use that to save my game. Medical record of Francis Sanders, FS. That is indeed one of the names that Sarah sold a painting to. According to his record, the patient seems to be suffering from psychosis. No, I didn't flood that. There's a word missing. He gouged his own eyes out in an attack of delirium. Do these paintings have power? I would like to think this is some sort of electroshock therapy thing, but I think it's a bit more sinister than that. How large is this area? Another switchboard. That doesn't seem hygienic.
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs?
Yeah, fair call. More of this oil that we saw in the cave.
Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Look at that. Its chest has been split open, like in a V shape, above the nipples, and it's been sewn back up. I can't imagine that'd just be flat out harvesting organs here. Right, this seems terribly risky. I'm scared that someone's going to come in and lock the door behind me. But that's what the load game button is for.
Worse and worse. What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel.
A dumb pulp novel that you're currently living in. There is a hidden object somewhere around here. Looking for that little green spot. There we go.
Do the cops know what's going on?
City of Darkwater. Is this Bradley's badge, perhaps? This bloodstained badge belongs to a Darkwater police officer. What was he doing in the cellars of the Riverside Institute? Alright, we have a lever there, we have a switchboard there, we got some valves here, which someone mentioned not to touch. Are these valves? No, they're just meters.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
Another save game, that's concerning. Alright, so there's a switchboard in here, there's a switchboard back in lock A. Before I start messing with switches, what else do we got?
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see him. I do not hear him. He does not call me. He does not call me. He calls me. If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, I catch him. If I catch him, I sleep. If I
Get
sleep,
me out!
am I dead?
Don't let me sleep in here.
Once again, am I just looking at copies of myself?
What is welling up inside me?
Okay,
I feel
you're
it
clearly
in my
different.
head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. His waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only a trail of white, nourishing foam. He is my master. He enters me. Yes, 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 yes.
I wasn't paying attention to all of that, and I wish I had. Talking about a whale or something entering you. An aquatic beast. This area looks massive. Just trying to spatially map it out in my mind. Door's not locked. Alright, there's a ton of dank lore in here, clearly.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising. That Dr. Fuller again.
Request for internment. A document attesting to the fact that Irene Sanders, wife of Francis Sanders, had her husband interned after he had shown grave signs of madness. Suffering from self-harm, insomnia, and repeated violence, and is a proper subject for confinement in an insane asylum of this state, Riverside Institute.
Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Yeah, that's what we saw back in the mansion, I think. Actually, no, we didn't see that. We saw that she was a patient of Dr. Fuller. We didn't know that she was institutionalized here. Sarah Hawkins was interned at Riverside for fits of insanity a while before her death. She wasn't at her first attempt with the fire at the mansion. That sentence is very weird, and I wish I could read the text. Are we saying that this wasn't the first fire she set? Or sparked, or whatever that word is? Ignited? That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, we can hide in here. I'm very concerned about that fisheye effect. Alright, so if we're getting chased, we can potentially come here and hide.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods.
Nothing weird about that at all. Nothing more. So we know a bit more about Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins. Hell. Don't know why Pierce is insisting on whipping out the lamp. I'm just going to hide around here and hope for the best, if that's okay.
I saw something over there. Come on, show yourself.
Okay. Alright, so that was useful. That gives us a little preview of how stealth is going to work. Another switchboard. Okay, never mind. These are just hiding places. I thought these would be things which would allow me to maybe pump up the voltage to use that machine. That's not good. So I assume this guy's just walking around in a square pattern around this set of cells directly ahead. So he's going to come from the right. And then hopefully he turns to his right and then walks directly forward. Here he comes. Yep. Yeah, he's just patrolling around this block to my right. More of these weird gas pipes. Okay, that's where I just hid. There's someone directly ahead of me here, which is a concern. Is he sleeping on the job, or is he... No, he's whistling. He's awake.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can help you. Help me, and I'll owe you one.
Not right now, sir. Let me continue exploring. Okay, so this is the room with the weird machine. That's where I came from. That's the exit. We have an admin building or room here. Yeah. There's something in admin. Storage room over there. 2 exits on this side. I imagine we can't get through that door, but I'll try that shortly. And if I'm correct, there are 2 guards here, correct? Yes. Marie Calder, or whatever her name is, did not do a good job at distracting those 2 guards, unfortunately.
It's locked.
That door is shut. Specifically, it is locked. We have this sensor area thing, which we can't access. That's where we came from, the 2 guards. Can we access this admin room? There's definitely stuff in there, including what looks like a key.
Exactly what I need.
Hmm.
Locked.
You can't reach in through the wire there and grab it. Also, that wire texture. It doesn't look bad, it just looks out of place. Almost looks a bit cel-shaded. Alright, what's down here? A note of some sort. Note to staff. Last week's incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to current experiments. Experiments. Lovely. This is unacceptable. From now on, the wheels to operate the gas stopcocks must be kept in the storage room after each use. Moreover, you must keep the register of use up to date. Dr. Fuller. The gas stopcocks.
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
What is the green gas? Okay, we have a locked door.
This valve controls the pressure.
That's what one of the staff was talking about. Memo to staff. Dr. Fuller, I've repaired your machine as best as I can. However, the piping has been damaged and I fear that gas is escaping. I cannot do any more in such a short time. All I can do is warn you. If the equipment is put under too much pressure, there is a risk of explosion. Z. Allen, mechanic. Never heard of him. Right, we have another thing here.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. A duct.
I think I just failed to check there.
The control wheel is missing.
Got 2 valves, a control wheel, a chain door. So I'm guessing my objective here is to create some sort of explosion and then escape in the chaos. Alright, what's in the storage? Storage room's locked as well. We've also got a locked room in there as well, and my investigation is at 5, which means I believe I can lockpick every door. If I'm understanding the mechanics correctly. That said, I would like to try and grab the key, because I would love to know what that key opens. Oh, he saw us. Damn. Dude is observance. Can I move down here? Yes. No, we can't move down there. And there's a guard directly ahead of me, that's a problem. Alright, there's one. I imagine that's the same one who just saw me. He comes out here every now and then. What? As long as you don't come out here to investigate, I'm okay with that. I can work with that. Also, look at this green gas. It's leaking here as well, not just in the cells. Okay, I think it's over. I think it's all over, Red Rover.
This way!
That was abrupt.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
We're back here. How far behind am I? I've got that hidden object. Do I have the files on Sarah and... Medical record of Francis? Yeah, nah, that's not it. So at minimum, I've got to go in here. And grab these two things again.
That Dr. Fuller again. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Alright. What can I do here? We have at least 2 locked doors to investigate on that side. We have another couple of rooms which I'm having a hard time accessing because the guards are patrolling. We have this guy here who's offering to help us.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can help you.
Let me start by playing with the stuff in this room.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
Little rock? Are we still on Darkwater?
Have I activated anything?
That wasn't available earlier.
I can still increase the load.
Yeah, I can see some sparking there. I thought I saw another switch, but I just can't think of where it is right now. It's not in here. Is it out here, perhaps? In... Yeah, there's one to my left. I'm going to wait for this guy to pass, and then I think what I need to do is follow the cable directly ahead, see where that terminates, and that will hopefully give us another lever that I can switch on. And I'm hoping what that'll do is it'll pull a guard or two in here. So that hopefully that allows me to explore a bit more freely.
It's done. Now for the others.
That was a checkpoint. I don't think we're done though, because there's one more that we can throw, I think. Forgot about you. Jesus. And he's coming this way. Okay, that's a problem. If he kept going around, I'll be fine. But he turned around.
Come on, show yourself. Is there anybody here?
Okay, he resumes his patrol. That was quick. He disappeared very quickly.
4 days, maximum. 5 at the most.
Oh, how far along is this thing?
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head, and in my body.
We're not getting past this
Who's
guy,
there?
right? Absolutely not. Okay. I'm going to talk to this guy next.
Yeah, you there. Come here.
I'm going to talk to him. Up. We're probably dead. The fisheye effect that happens in here is very frightening. Is that a sign that we are transforming, or is it just a cool graphical effect?
Is there anybody around here? I saw something over there.
Alright, let's follow him back. And I want to speak to the prisoner in the left-hand cell. Hopefully what he'll do is distract this guy, so I can follow the last cable.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Is it the noise that disturbs you?
No, it's the nightmares. We all have them here. That's what wakes us up. And afterwards, there's no way to get back to sleep.
Sounds like you want to go to sleep permanently.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
The games are really asking me to lockpick that door. If I'm not lockpicking that door, then I've got to maybe check out the rooms on the right-hand side here. I head into the right. Or I head into the left. But that means I've actively got to dodge these guards. I suppose something else I can maybe do is grab that dude's attention like I did before. Run a circus around here. And then check out the door, but that is risky. Oh, hell, it's a dead end. This is dangerous.
Locked.
Locked from the inside as well. Alright, let me just wait for him to do a circus, and then I'll start grabbing this stuff off the shelf. Is that a shelf? Yeah, bookshelf. I'll grab the stuff off the top of the bookshelf there, including the key, maybe a note or two. And then we'll GTFO and see if we can unlock some doors. Maintenance room and guards room. Maintenance room in the cellars. Guards room in the cellars. And that was also an autosave. There's also a hidey spot there, that's good. There are a lot of hidey spots here, but I don't know how usable they are. Oh, what the fuck's this guy doing? It's fine, we just autosaved.
I'll go take a look. Hey!
Alright, there's something in this room as well as a the green thing, so I'll need to check that out at some point, I think. So I also got something on the right here. Pharmacy and storage room. Okay, so I could have just unlocked the door there or just came around. It leads to the same place. It's just a bit risky to go around this way. This is a fucking terrible storage room, but whatever. Did you just open that door? Alright, I'm probably dead. He patrols this area as well, so we can get into the pharmacy just by lurking in here and then dancing in there while he's checking out these shelves. Okay. First things first, let's unlock this door.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Okay, never mind.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Challenge accepted. We have a hidden object somewhere in this room, and I kind of want to find it, but the problem is we've got this arsehole coming in the house. I can scour this side of the room at least. No, I reckon it's on his side. What am I looking for?
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Okay, that is a critical item. Well, let's just hide here. He's going to come back in, and then we're going to leave as he comes in.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
Right, we have a hiding spot there. That's good.
Scopolamine, morphine, opium. Nothing but common drugs.
Talk faster. Oh, needed that. The colossal work of an aristocrat from a long generation of physicians resulted in this encyclopedic work on medicine of the past century. More complete than older works, it sometimes mentions in detail certain methods from Asia and Africa. And yet I think it's only 2%. Small bottle of sleeping pill is probably used on patients who have trouble sleeping to find slumber.
My new friend's sleeping pills.
Just gonna wait in here for a bit because he's gonna come back in here in a moment and I want to see where he goes. So he comes around this side. He is up my right on the desk. So he's patrolling this room in a counterclockwise pattern. Game? Jesus. That fisheye effect is disturbing. Disturbing and worrying. I don't see anything else in here, so I'm going to leave before anything else goes wrong. Do I not have the key to this door?
Perfect.
Okay, it is the same room. But you know what? That gave me a checkpoint, so I'm not complaining. Oh, no, I didn't have the key to that. I had a key to the maintenance room, which is most likely
the
this
green
one.
gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building.
It's time to lockpick that as well. I really thought I had the key to this door, the maintenance room.
Perfect.
I've picked up keys, but I have no idea what they accomplish. Another cable. Okay, maybe that was one of the
You'll
keys.
find me. You can see me. Let's calm down, please. No!
Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Kill me! Kill me!
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
Oh, that conveniently placed piece of wood, which is unfortunately blocking the view of whatever the hell is going on there. That's the exit. Yeah, the key must have been to this door here. We have another lever. We have a hidey spot. Events. Might as well.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I do need to get that last one somehow. The fisheye effect. What if I stay too long in this form, whether something bad is going to happen? Hello? Bolt cutters. No, they're called pincers this time. We had bolt cutters earlier, but now we've got pincers. Goes onto a system of heights to adjust the flow. Yep, we saw that earlier. This bolt cutter is able to overcome a padlock or a chain. Good stuff.
Now for the next step.
2 exclamation points.
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
Alright, so I still don't have a... whatever it is that I need for this. A lever or something. Still don't have that. I imagine the next step is to start this extraction so I can get to the last lever. Throw that, then something's going to happen in there. And maybe that will open something else up. I can get in here. I missed this. Are you coming out? Please don't come out. I'm not in the mood. How do you pronounce that word? Breviary? Something of Medicine. Tome 1. This heavy tome, the first in a series of 3 volumes, is the bedside book of every experienced practitioner. It contains all the recent advances in modern medicine. It is frequently found in the libraries of major medical universities. It is surprising to discover a copy in such an isolated place as Darkwater. It's also surprising to find a place like this full stop. 22%. Oh boy. And yet these two guards can't see me here. Very curious. Yes, okay. I still want to do the sleeping pills thing, but I assume this wheel goes here. Am I right? Yep. So I've got 4 things here that I could maybe use to create a diversion. I have the dude outside. I have the last lever, which is what I want to do next, but I think I've got to do the sleeping pill guy first. Also, minor criticism of this game. When we were speaking to him earlier, I started the conversation from about here, and the character, Edward Pierce, didn't move into this position here, so his face was actually blocked by a bar.
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
I'm not sure if we just checkpointed there, but my goal is to try and make this guy on the left move. And if it didn't attract him, then it attracted him, okay? So we've got something in here. Incision and bleeding. Good practice. The controversial practice of bleeding is still exercised today. This book explains in minute detail the different methods as well as the instruments required. These methods are outdated, not very effective, and it is to be hoped that the reading of such a work is purely for historical purposes. Edward, I've got some bad news for you.
What the fuck? What carnage?
I want to check something very quickly. Yeah, that actually triggered something here. The screen flash triggered something. Macabre Discovery. No, wait. Macabre Discovery. I think that's how the game will pronounce it. Searching through the cellars of the Riverside Institute, Pierce entered a room that he first took for a morgue. But the advanced state of decay of the corpses that lay about the place quickly made him realize that he was wrong. Nothing could justify the presence of such a charnel house, not sure, in a hospital. The putrid smell and the total absence of respect for human life, as witnessed by this room, profoundly shocked Pierce, costing him some of his sanity. The Ritual. In the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion, Pierce witnessed the disemboweling of Officer Bradley by a man with a monstrous appearance. The men in gowns and their rituals had not succeeded in affecting the veteran. However, the brutal death of Bradley, the discovery of the identity of his killer, who he recognized as the dead Charles Hawkins, as well as the latter's superhuman strength, managed to strike fear into him. Pierce still does not know if he should believe what he saw. He may even put these visions of horror to the shock caused by the death of Bradley. Or he may put it down to a lack of oxygen provoked by the rockfall. Jesus fuck. We saw a body in the other room and it was sewn back up. Is that a frigging... Oh, I'm not going to describe that. I know what it is, but I'm not going to describe it. Yeah, I agree with that description. I mean, you'd expect the floor to be at least somewhat clean. This is just fucking terrible. There's nothing here that we can interact with, but clearly they're making some great medical advances here. Anything in here? Hidey spots and the last lever.
All the levers are activated.
What happened to this guy? Yeah, the guard has just disappeared. Yeah, it's curious. I only see 4 cables here. Okay, I see. So you need to activate all 4 other ones and then come back and activate the 5th.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
2 character points. Okay, he's not interested.
If I do not stop, he does.
So I've created a diversion, but the question is, do I also blow the place up? Honestly, I'm okay with that. Why only create 1 distraction when we can create 2? Never mind, we can't do this anymore. No, wait, no, never mind. Just to be clear, I know this is a terrible idea. Z. Allen. I think we all know who that is. Yeah, okay, that's curious. I can't interact with any of these other ones. Alright. I assume that opportunity is lost. But it's fine. As long as those two are distracted there for a very long time, I can now pretty much just waltz on out of here. I assume this door is locked? No, and cutscene. Yeah, I saw that flicker on the right as well.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
Edward, this is the very definition of someone who is going to slow you down. We shouldn't be taking this person. Marie would be very upset if we took this person along.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
We're on a timer here.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
I think we've already seen it.
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
The Shambler or the Leviathan, perhaps. Oh, we need to get out of here now.
No!
Sanders!
Whoa.
What the hell? I gotta... Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
I think we're experiencing some more sanity slippage at the moment. Was this crypt path? Could we not get up the elevator outside? Because I came in here basically on a whim. Having seen what was going on from this window, I thought, yep, okay, let's check out this dude, see what his story is. And now we're locked in here. Never mind. Not crypt path? If that is optional, that is mind-blowing. Oh my god. How large is this place? Definitely picked up some points. 3 points. Francis Sanders. Francis Sanders, retired art dealer, moved to Dark Waters to find some peace and quiet, as well as artifacts from lost civilizations. Fascinated by the works of Sarah Hawkins, he set his heart on only one of her strangest paintings, The Shambler. He was so insistent and adept in his request to buy the painting that the painter gave it to him. Yeah, I did see that. It is marked on here as a gift. Where is it? Right down the bottom there. The Shambler for FS. Gift. I imagine he's talking about... Not going that way. Okay, never mind, that is crypt path. Whatever. This is bad though. Oh, that guard's back. We need to get out of here now. Or stagger out of here now. So sorry, I need to check one more thing. Yep. The death of Francis Sanders. The weirdness of Francis Sanders' death went far beyond anything Pierce had ever seen. Lifted off his feet by an invisible force, the poor man's body was carried into the air before being thrown violently against the bars of his hiding place. Pierce, powerless, watched the limbs break and Sanders' body crumble to the ground. During long moments of agony, the detective saw nothing that could explain this event. Weakened by his wounds and the operations he could remember undergoing, Pierce begins to question his ability to tell the difference between reality and the nightmares that haunt him. I wonder what I missed there. I assume the second one there is a miss. Somewhere between the ritual and the start of the game. Okay, I have an open door there. This door is locked. Got some bad CA going on here. Oh, yes.
Damn!
We're a long way down.
The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
What the hell? We were a long way down and we passed out due to the gas, and then Bradley turned up.